Today I'm reading from A Dress for a Queen, and the short story is Android's Christmas. The excerpt, it's an excerpt from the short story, and it's set for Christmas, which I thought was very appropriate. And it's written, Pete is writing it. He's a robot from planet Hyman, so it's his first Earth Christmas. And he's staying with Bunny, who is, Earthling, and Mex, who is his boss. She's a fighter in planet Hyman, a man spy. And when people from planet Hyman eat Earth sugar, they become very high. Bunny says Christmas is all about cheese, alcohol, and spending time with the sort of friends that don't require standing on ceremony. Woody says Christmas is a time for TV repeats, stuffed turkey, and a new supply of socks. Either way, it seems Christmas requires a lot of time spending money and waiting in car queues. Mex and Bunny threw themselves into the festive spirit with a quick scoot around a 24-hour Asda. "Let's give this saving the planet thing a rest for a day," said Bunny, heading for all things meaty. "Throw in some tablet and I'm yours," said Mex from behind a trolley full of cheese. 2 hours and a full-to-bursting trolley later, Mex was out of a box on sugar, a complete sugar addict. She'd munched away through Asda's finest while checking out the children's section, trying out Fairy Light section, and wandering through the dispensary section, fingering the odd tube with "What the pickle is this?" Asda to Mex was like a pawn shop to a 16-year-old, and she had just as much self-control. She ripped into the sweet stuff with gay abandonment I've never seen before, all under the excuse of working out the difference between tablet, fudge, toffee, and chocolate. By the time they hit the checkout, she was as high as a Planet Hyman penthouse, and by the time Bunny had left the car park and paused at the pedestrian crossing, Mex was laughing hysterically until she saw what had stopped the traffic. "We had no sugar on planet Hyman, let alone an Asda. What we have is dried soya, which hits the taste buds like vinegar, but apparently it's very good for lubricating things. And the market, which looks like a car boot sale compared to Asda, it sells everything needed to live on planet Hyman, apart from, self-respect, a man, and a job. As for drivers, the leaders got rid of them years ago. We have computer-driven limos for the rich, mopeds which take the legs off a wrestler to pedal start for the workers, and for the poor, walking." Watching manual-driven cars while under the influence was the height of hilarity for Mex, until an elderly woman sauntered up to the pedestrian crossing and waited. Mex's laugh stopped as she watched the elderly woman wave regally to the drivers. She mumbled something about leaders and respect. "Should I salute?" she said. "No, but shutting him up might help," said Bunny. Christmas Day for Mex was a blur. The rest of us spent Christmas Day tucking into a turkey that had taken days to stuff while watching the two Ronnies, the Queen's Speech, and Tesco ads. Mex, still unclear of the difference between fudge, toffee and tablet, she'd worked out what chocolate was, continued to test until the recycler bin was overflowing with empty packets. Mex was so high she thought the ads were comedies. The two Ronnies was the news, and the Queen's Speech were messages from above and beyond. She claimed the Queen and the pedestrian crossing old woman were not only incognito, but standing on ceremony, which has a whole different meaning on planet Hyman. Benny was, to quote Bunny, paranoid. "They're just elderly," said Bunny, removing all traces of fudge and the like from the table. "Nothing to fear, dear." "Fear? Those old dears are the enemy where I come from," said Match, snatching a fudge from Bunny. Mex ripped open the last of the fudge, just as the cat, still waiting for his turkey, had had enough of stiffing and made a lunge for the table, knocking the Christmas tree into a pyramid of recycles balls. Bunny, a YouTube fan, shouted to Woody to film. Woody fumbled for his phone, while Mex jumped into action, grabbed Bunny's camera, and with a "this will confuse the leader" began to film, trailing the cat up the tree, accompanied by an occasional selfie. The next day, shaken with withdrawals, Mex saw her debut film. She looked like a maniac. After a third black coffee, she closed the laptop with disgust, vowing to lay off toffee and fudge. In fact, all sugar for 90 days. Apparently it takes that long to break a habit. None of us saw Bunny take the laptop away, although I do remember her mumbling something about blackmail. Then again, she had been on the whiskey. Have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you in the next video.